What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Filsinger Games Character Spotlight with Mike and Brock.
Mike,
I'm Brock, and we're going to continue through CPC 2106 tonight with Blizzard and Brainstorm.
two two low-level guys who went from, in my fed of a +1 wrestler to a +2.
There you go. Yeah, Blizzard made his debut in Birthday Bash, so this is the first time he's gotten an official mainline card.
And we'll start with the Blizzard.
All right, there
Now,
he is.
of course, Bendis used I'm going to say he used Iceman.
I think that's safe to say.
So he's
Definitely.
not he is a decent upgrade.
Yeah, he went from an 11-15 raw rating to a 32-41, so more than doubled
It
his
almost tripled.
yeah. So yeah, it's a significant bump.
He might actually be a I'm looking at him now. He might actually be a +3 wrestler. So middle of the pack.
Yeah, he's got a double finisher.
Yeah.
One's a disqualification, but his DQ is 6. That's pretty high, but
Put you down twice.
mm-hmm.
His level one is an agility, but he's got a 0, so he's got a 50-50 chance against a lot of guys.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 2 comebacks on level 2 with a dazed,
He'll keep you on level 3 with the death jump and double out of the ring.
yeah, pin of a 1.
Mm-hmm. 3 downs though on level 3 defenses
Yeah.
slows him down a little bit, but
Yeah,
it
but a lot of
balances
guys
out.
have had that and still done well, like Dreadnought and Justice and
Hmm. The 4-1 pin helps.
yeah. That's what I was comparing him to because Dreadnought and Justice both had that
Hmm.
3 downs and a pin with a 1.
He's got an A ring rating with the double out of the ring. That's good for him.
Yep. Yeah, definitely he's gotten better. Let's, let's see what it says in the
All right.
BWF
It's
files.
time for a dramatic reading.
He's only 5'9". He's just a tiny fella
Just a little guy.
from Omicron. This frosty competitor for the Genesis team entered with a similarly chilled debut in 2103, having missed matches and generally appearing apathetic about supporting his team for the first couple of years of employment. Blizzard later took some time off and reportedly was going to join the colonizers in 2106, but instead vowed revenge on them for putting Vertigo out of action. Forming a team of Frozen Fury with Buck Steele, the duo enjoyed some success together before he moved onto a short-lived team with Wraith as Beta Genesis. After the banning order in 2110, Blizzard chose to remain behind in Dimension K, though he didn't wrestle for any major organizations again until popping up in CPC in 2114 as a loner, currently engaged in a three-way cruiserweight feud with Enigma and Prodigy. So yeah, big step for him.
Yeah. So he almost joined the villain side there before making the last minute decision to join Genesis.
Well, with his ice attack, disqualification finish, that he's going to be one of those heroes that live on the edge.
Well, I'm looking at the wiki here, and it says that his ice attack is ice balls from hands.
Yeah,
So he shoots snowballs. Why is that not allowed? It's from his body.
he makes ice balls and just drills them at you. It's a highly original cheat.
Yeah. Just shoot the ice balls at you.
Should team him up with Bishop Hell and have a team of fire and ice or
There
something.
you go. There you go. That sounds like something I would do.
Something I might do. Just thought of it now. And looking at this card, it's actually not a horrible card.
Yeah, he's a he's pretty average, above average on charts. He's got all B's except for ring. He's got an A.
Yeah.
We mentioned the high DQ rating of 6 with the disqualification finisher. That's gonna hurt him a little bit.
And if you knew anything about his first card, if you got the birthday bash set, he did suck, but
Hmm.
he was a jobber, and it's nice to see when Tom actually does this now. I,
Hmm.
I don't think it's done as often as it used to.
Yeah, we've said that before. It feels like everybody now is kind of represented in their prime.
Yeah.
It is, and it's funny now because they don't really talk about other wrestling promotions as much. Like at this time period, you saw Dimension X going, and CPC and GWF are separate feds.
And
So,
you had Terminus, and they talked about his what is it, AWF or something like that.
yeah, something like that. He had the belt he brought in with him. Yeah, there's not really any mention of other wrestling promotions now. Now they're not even in this world.
Yeah, I haven't even got to that.
I do miss like seeing a character's progression where they start out as a rookie, then they, bump up to that mid card status, and some of them get to main event, and then they go back and they dip back down later.
Yeah.
I guess after you've had 50 some game editions, is that something you still need, or do you just want the guys that are in their prime? That we could leave that open to debate for people, I guess.
Yeah, I know what I like. I don't like to see every guy do that, but
Hmm.
just maybe one guy every two sets or something like that. Yeah, you slowly introduce them, get
Yeah.
better. Or if Tom actually makes a couple, mid card guys, and then he finds out that people like them.
Hmm. Yeah, give them the upgrade based
Yeah,
on the popularity.
he could do something like have a write-in vote,
Hmm.
vote online. Which guy should get the upgrade?
Yeah, I'd like to see
It
stuff like that.
could be a fun little addition. But yeah, with him, like I said, right now he's in my UWA. He's still going to be a good guy. I've got 2106 planned out, even though I'm partway through 2105, so I know where I'm going with it. He's
Hmm.
still going to be the good guy.
So you haven't brought this card in yet? Is he still
No,
using his green card?
yeah, and with this card, I know he's going to be able to make a run at a couple titles.
Yeah, I'm looking at on the wiki here. He's listed. He's been a CPC heavyweight champion, an Interstellar champion, cruiserweight champion, and Outlaw Fight Club champion. So he's in those are from the promoter rankings. So he did well for people
Yeah,
with this card.
yeah. There's nothing wrong with it really, other than you know, with this guy we can power creep him.
Because it's not his he's not on his decline.
No, for me, it'd definitely be taking one of those downs away.
Yeah, that's the obvious one. I'll get rid of the disqualification on his ice attack. I'll argue that that's part of his physiology.
And his agility power, that's not too bad. That's like CM Punk,
Yeah.
he's a skinny fat guy.
Skinny fat ass, as Triple H called him.
No definition. Just he's got the dad bod.
There you go. How much does he weigh? 226. You'd think he'd be heavier being made out of ice.
Could be a thin coat.
Yeah. I'm looking at the colorized versions of his cards on the wiki, and they did not make them translucent, which I'm happy to see.
What does his color one look like?
I'll bring it up here. Let's see here. Let me share this.
We haven't shown a color photo in a while.
We haven't. Here he is. What you'd expect, I think.
It's a Warner drawing.
This is Bendis drawing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm seeing it now. They just colorized the Bendis. Okay.
Hmm I think Warner did the color. Yeah, Warner did the color.
And he
Yeah.
gets a does he get a third card there it's showing?
Yeah, he does. In 2117, a CPC card.
Who does that? Jeremy Sue?
Yes.
That looks like Sue's art.
hmm
I
Later
really,
Sue
really do
art.
not like that one.
No, I'm not a fan of that. Jeremy Sue came in hot and then tapered off toward the end.
I think he just maybe suffered that artist burnout.
Yeah, I think it can happen to everybody.
And and like I said, we've briefly touched on him before. I
There's
actually
the
kind of liked that drawing. I thought that was kind of neat.
yeah, the Son of Bash one, or Birthday Bash.
Yeah, he's son of Bash in that one. But there's those disqualification ice balls.
There they are. I mean, they're pretty. They look sharp.
Yeah,
So maybe that's why. Maybe if he could fine tune it. He looks a lot like X-Men #1 Iceman in that picture. Old school Iceman.
he's so cold, he's white.
I'd have to say this is probably his best drawing. This one that we're talking about tonight. I think I like that one the best.
Yeah,
We won't talk about this.
he looks like one of those science fiction guys that have been, infected with some kind of
Yeah, like he's got
weird
some kind
disease.
of. I think this. I don't think that these shades were on the original card. I think this is somebody trying to give it more definition, maybe. I don't remember my card looking oddly gray like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Pretty rough though.
Yeah, I like the choker. We'll have to talk about that another time.
And why does he have a choker?
Maybe it's in the story somewhere.
Let's swing over to the brainstorm.
There he is. I always liked the brainstorm character. I just wish he had a run where he was halfway decent. I like the cocky, like he reminded me of the Shane Douglas, Dean Douglas character.
Yep.
Came out around the same time, I think.
That's probably where Tom got the ideas. I think we've discussed that on his first card.
Hmm He probably
This
actually
one's,
predates that character, honestly.
yeah, no, well, it may be Dean Douglas, but it didn't. I always thought it'd be more like
Lanny Poffo.
Andy Poffo's the genius character.
Yeah.
And looking at this guy, he's got to be at least in the mid 20s on his raw rating.
He's a 15/18, believe it or not.
Really,
Yeah. I don't know what kills him. Probably the 7/4 pin, maybe.
+2 power.
He comes it out at a +1 on the charts or the power and agility, same as Blizzard.
Now he does have the one thing on his card that I do like every so often. It's that where you get the automatic down 3 if they got a valet.
Yeah, yeah.
It just adds that sneaky heel thing to it. Like Vanity was the first to have it, so now
hmm
he has it now. Ambush Bulldog, so he just grabs you and bulldogs you down, see if he can get the quick pin. Those are the kind of card mechanics that I like because they can add some depth to the character.
Yeah, and it forces you to remember that the managers are there.
Yep. But you can just picture it, like he's being sneaky.
Right.
The manager's doing his job without doing, wasting an outside interference. He's just always there.
Hmm.
You could hit that 6 times in a match.
And he's got two attractive women with him, so they could distract
Yeah.
fairly easily.
And you just know that that would get the fans annoyed to no end.
Hmm. There we go. Now it's focused. The
So,
perfect specimen. There ended up becoming a character named Perfect Specimen later on.
oh, that's true. Yeah, I've heard about him on the Legends podcast.
I wonder if he's Perfect Specimen is the alternate because he came from a different universe. I wonder if he's an alternate universe version of him, of
Oh,
Brainstorm.
we could just break this story now.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna say it is. I don't think anybody's ever said that. I heard a lot of like he was Scion Nexus from another universe.
It's Brainstorm. Look, it's
It's
right there.
Brainstorm. It's right on
Perfect
his it says
specimen.
on his shirt. It's right there.
You heard it here first, folks.
People probably been talking about it for years. Yeah, Perfect Specimen's a big deal in current GWF. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend that that's what it is.
Yep, that's kind of funny though.
Yeah, the biggest drawback on his card is that number 5 spot on level 2 offense, the big drop kick 3 choice E. It only gives him one straight through level 3 move.
Well, let's give Brainstorm a quick read.
All right, dramatic reading of Brainstorm. I gotta hold him up for this.
I'll start he's from 5'9.5", 222 pounds from Reticulum.
Who else is from there? I've never heard that before.
No. The wrestling business has had its fair share of pretty boys and arrogant posers over the years, and none exemplifies this type more than Brainstorm. Entering in 2103, initially he brought little attention until stealing Maxine Babe from Vanity and joining the Rocket Men in 2106. His somewhat agile style relies on some distraction from his beautiful ringside companions. Although he has some impressive moves of his own right, Brainstorm decided to forsake wrestling for an acting career when the banning order came from Cordanus and the UFSP in 2110. But the lure of the ring and the fact that he could only land a role in a low-rated soap opera brought him back to the action in 2114. Although he and Darla kept a low profile initially, the crafty veteran got into the ear of the senior partner Michiko Ashida, persuaded her to put together a pet group of her own, which became Brains and Brawn. Some folks think he deliberately set up Holocaust on the night when the Phantasmagoria member went berserk and fell victim to the interrupter device. What? What? Brainstorm claimed to have him for protection from crazy fans, but he insists he was only defending himself. Now he has his team not only have Phantasmagoria to contend with, but also Magnus Colby's Penthouse Suite Squad. It looks like the once overlooked mid-carder has finally found his niche to become a major player.
Hmm, definitely.
Interrupter device?
Yeah, what's this all about? Butcher?
We're just gonna have to fill us in on that one.
So this is Maxine Babe then, and then this
I'm
is
assuming.
Darla.
Yeah.
She's got a little M on her breast there, so that's probably yeah, that's Maxine Babe.
So she's just going for a younger man because she's got to be getting up there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, she debuted in 2098.
Yeah. Yeah. She wanted a little younger man there and dropped Vanity, went
Yep,
for the younger guy.
perfect specimen.
Yep. And then this interrupter device. There's all kind of They have that they have that transmutation device that
So many MacGuffins.
somebody just, I'll buy it and just keep it in the back room and never use it. It's just there's some weird storylines that I don't think Tom finished up, or he may have, and we just don't know it.
Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah, we might have to get the odd person on to explain.
The interrupter device.
Yeah, at the end, like, hey, what's the interrupter device?
I
Is that what it was called?
think that's what you said.
Yeah, interrupter device. It's probably fueled by what's that fantasy um uh, that movie with the giant blue people?
Avatar?
Yeah, that energy they're looking for. Oh, unobtainium.
Yeah.
The interrupter device is powered by unobtainium. Yeah, that's why not? We'll run with that one.
Yep. Interrupter device sounds like some kind of self-defense mechanism. Like maybe a taser or something.
Yeah, I don't know on that one, but
Someone's got to know.
yeah, one of our four or five loyal viewers.
Yeah, they're out there.
I know we get 30 to 40, but somebody's got to let us know what an interrupter device is.
I'm gonna say taser because it said he had it on him for protection from crazy fans.
Yeah, that could definitely be it.
Yeah.
Stun rod.
Interrupter device on a pool match. Let's make it happen for the new ringside companion.
But since we mistakenly forgot to add our top our Mount Rushmore ideas.
Hmm. We're not very organized.
No, today was just it got away from us.
Today was a Monday. We can peek behind the curtain. We recorded this after the Super Bowl. Mike's
Yep.
still depressed.
It is. I have my Eagles hat. I gotta wear it into work tomorrow as because I lost a bet.
There you go.
The reason I have an Eagles hat because one of the teams I coached in football in my 5 years was called the Eagles, so all the
There you
coaches
go.
had to go out and get hats. So that's why I have an Eagles hat. I'm
And
an
that,
Eagles fan. I had to.
and I have to say that Kenny Pickett is a Super Bowl champion. Oh, we didn't power creep brainstorm.
Oh yeah, because he was a second card, but yeah, we can do this with him.
He's still on the way up.
Um, I went first last time. You can go this time.
I'm going to remove that choice on the big drop kick five,
Oh, that was mine.
and just move everything up one.
Um, I'm gonna get rid of that down on level two defense.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can change on this guy. The elbow
Well,
drop two on level three.
if he's only a 15,
Yeah. His cage rating's a six. He's gonna get pummeled in a cage match.
yeah, that Super Bowl.
Hmm.
The things I want to talk about were the Super Bowl and the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame voting.
Okay.
Now I don't know who the dick who didn't give Ichiro the 100% vote, which he should have got.
He still has a single season hit record, right?
Yep. 267 hits.
And that's not good enough to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, he's the first ballot, but
Well,
everybody said he could
unanimous.
have went in at 100%,
Hmm.
and he went in at 99%. There's one vote. This one guy going, nah.
He was fun to watch. If he made contact, he was usually getting on base.
The stat that I find most amazing about him, by his 10th at bat, he got a hit, which raised his batting average to 300,
Hmm.
and it never dropped below 300 for the rest of his career.
Wow. That's incredible.
Like to not drop below 300.
He had a long career.
Yeah, I forgot that he was a New York Yankee.
Oh, that's right, when they were buying teams there at the end. He could still hit.
I watched him a little while ago. He was in Japan and he went out to a high school baseball team,
Hmm.
just volunteering some time, doing a bit of coaching. And one of the players, okay, can I pitch to you? And he went and he cranked the ball like home run into a school, went over the field into the school, like he just crushed it. He's like 55. Oh, that's a pretty well hit ball.
Yeah, he played into 2019.
Yeah. But, was that is that his end when he? I think it was Florida or something like that. He played for.
The Oakland A's.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't even remember him doing that.
Oh no, no, he was with them. Went back to the Mariners. He played against the Oakland Athletics in a game in Japan
Oh, okay.
when they were doing some international stuff.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame voting. I There are some guys. I thought Omar Vizquel might have had a chance. He still might.
But I still say Barry Bonds needs to get in there.
But that whole steroid scandal, um, you
There's
know,
so many others already in there that have ties as well. I think it's just because Barry Bonds is a jerk.
yeah,
Has more to do with it than the steroids.
like Clemens,
Hmm.
6 Cy Young awards. That's nothing to laugh at.
Hmm.
And he's got a couple World Series to go along with that
Yep.
with the Yankees. I think, and he's also the reason the Baseball Hall of Fame now picks which team you're going in at instead of you picking
Okay. Makes sense.
because he told he told the Yankees that if they give him, I think it was like $3 million, he'll go in as a Yankee.
That's fair enough.
And they were like, no, we're not doing this. We pick who you're going in as.
Hmm.
That's one thing I never looked with Fred McGriff. I was going to look to see who he went in at, whether it was a Brave or a J.
Probably brave.
That's what I figured because he won the World Series with them.
Hmm.
Could be a Padre too because he won the home run crown.
It's true. It's true.
He's only like one of three people to win the home run crowns in both leagues.
Oh yeah.
He did it with 36 home runs. Think about that.
Yeah. That's literally half what Bonds did.
Yeah, yeah, 36 home runs. Yeah, I've won the home run race. 36 home runs. Because he'll
Bonds
be,
was Bonds was good before steroids too, though, when he played at Pittsburgh. He was in the 30-30 club every year.
yeah. There were a lot of guys back then who were in the 30-30 club, but they didn't
Hmm.
have the longevity. Like Ron Gant was in the 30-30 club.
Yeah.
And then people were like, Who's Ron Gant?
Yeah. You don't hear about the 30-30 club anymore.
No,
It's either one or the other.
no, it's a well. I'm in the 50-50 club.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad, but yeah, that Hall of Fame voting. Uh, I don't know. I know like it's a lot of the writers that get like holier than thou.
Hmm.
Oh, we can't have this person in it, or like Omar Vizquel. Yeah, sure, he's won 13 Gold Gloves, but I don't know if he deserves to be in. Ozzie Smith won 14 and he's in.
Hmm. Yeah. It's too subjective, I think, anymore. And unfortunately, everyone has an agenda.
Yeah, because before it was, you were automatic if you got 3,000 hits or had 500 career home runs for a hitter.
Hmm.
Those were your two things. And then if you were really close, like everybody expected McGriff to get in because he was at 493, I think.
Hmm.
And he was clean in the steroid era.
Yeah. Yeah.
People were like, yeah, he'll get in. No, he got in through the old timers thing. So he got in that way. But yeah, I haven't been a big fan of how Major League Baseball does it. I like the idea, okay, you need 75% of the writers, on the ballot, and you're on there
Yeah.
for 10 years.
Hmm.
But it's that whole subjective where, yeah, he might have been on steroids. Okay, yeah, with Bonds, he denied being on steroids, but dude, your head grew.
Yeah. Maybe he's just an android and that little Barry Bonds is inside him.
Like they were talking, his hat size went from like an 18 to a 22.
Yeah.
Your head grew 4 inches.
That could happen.
His feet grew. Like, yeah, the human growth might have had something to do with that.
Just a little bit.
Because there's a really good documentary on Disney
Oh yeah.
about the steroid scandal, the home run race between Sosa and McGuire.
Hmm.
And I'm watching it, and I'm like, they didn't mention Greg Vaughn once. And Greg Vaughn was in that run.
Yeah, for a
He
little while.
he had 50 home runs too.
Hmm.
They're like, 50.
They just pulled away.
And then when the steroid scandal broke, and I guess the Cubs don't even recognize Sosa anymore.
Hmm. He had a corked bat too, on
Yeah,
top of the steroids.
he did everything.
Oh, Sammy Sosa. He's unrecognizable now.
Oh yeah, I didn't recognize him doing that. But yeah, they got some decent. Um, I think they're part of the 30 and 30, or some of them are just different. Like I watched the Michael Jordan baseball story
Hmm.
there. There was another documentary on athletes that are blowing their money because it was I think Sports Illustrated covered that once on the sports where the most athletes blow their money from the worst leagues, and basketball it's the most, and NFL, then baseball, and then hockey.
Mm,
And it's because a lot of the hockey players actually finish their education.
yeah. I think a lot of them take care of families internationally too.
And then they were showing, the baseball players all had to do the, basketball players and football players, had to do the, well, I got my whole crew.
Yeah. My entourage.
Yeah.
You got to take care of the team.
Hockey players don't have entourages.
No.
But we should end this one here.
All right, cool. Thanks for listening, everybody, or watching. While you're here, please scroll on down to the description to see all of our friends who make Filsinger Games related content, including the official Filsinger Games podcast Roll Up, the Legends team's Uncharted Territory, Dizzy Dice from Lee Longpree, Solo Promoter from Grant Pachoco. Solo Promoter is also here on YouTube, along with Brad Plays 81, Dave Little's Heartland Championship Wrestling, and Bucky749. I'm on Twitch. I hope to relaunch NDW in March with a soft reboot. More news to follow on that. If you have not done so yet, please click that subscribe button that's underneath us. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And leave a comment if you know what that, I already forget what it was called,
Interrupter device.
interrupter device is. I'm going to say taser. That's my guess. But yeah, if you have any idea what that thing is, please let us know below. And yeah, we'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Night, everyone.
Later.